Every door. Bookcase. Books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I looked more closely, it looked like that man in the house had some of the same books as I did. Oh dear. My wife's. Rachel's suitcase was sitting on the bed as she was running away. It was closed, but I had a feeling what was in it. Did I open it? Yep. Rachel's suitcase contained clothes, toiletries, and a train ticket. Is this what you were going to do with Norman? Ooh. He sounded a little bit harsh in that sentence. Is that what you were going to do? You're going to run off? You're going to leave me alone? A broken mirror? A hallway mirror had been smashed, its pieces scattered around the floor. 2 doors. Door number 1! Little bathroom. Our sink, which needed to be replaced. Well, the tap's always stuck, but I hadn't got around to fixing it yet. You're unemployed, you should be fixing everything. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. Can I go for a whiz? No, I'm no Duke Nukem. No, I'm just a ginger guy in top and jeans. Alright, this door. Whew. Deep breaths, everybody. We don't know. This is a small step for man. What? Rachel's body? Our computer. My laptop had been left on, and it only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Well, yeah. I pocketed the key. So, which door do you think that opens? The basement or the first floor door? I'm going to go with the first floor door first. Then we'll make our way down to the basement. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. Ah, okay, so it is the basement first. Well, I'm guessing it is. I'm really cold all of a sudden. I unlocked the basement door. I don't like basements. There were old Christmas decorations in the box. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key in it. Did I take it? Yes. I took the small key and tried to remember what it unlocked. First floor of the room, probably. There were old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown out yet. Oh, I put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough. Okay, so we got our next stop after we unlock this door. If I find the body of a dead person, maybe I could use it to break down the wall. Video game logic, people. Video game logic. A grimy key I found in the basement unlocked the door. Nervous. It looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? Nope, I think someone was murdered here. There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yes, you did. I lifted the heavy crowbar. I appreciate its weight. Someone got angry. Angry Hulk smash! I think that's probably what happened here. Alright, so now we can smash down that dividing wall. At least I'm guessing that's where we go. If we don't, I have no idea. The crowbar I found would have been strong enough to bust through that cheap wall. Did I break through the wall with the crowbar? Yes. With a heave I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Don't look. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Don't look. A filthy-looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all this searching, after all I'd seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Oh! Oh! Interesting question. Oh! Does he find his dead wife or not? No. The rags were wet, matted, covered in dirt and grime, but inside that tattered mess was no sign of my beloved wife. Rachel wasn't there. I looked around in confusion, trying to figure out what to do next. If she wasn't there, where was she? What had I been searching for this entire time? I remembered the look on Rachel's face when I came home, didn't I? Then the awful realization hit me right there in the gut. I've been looking at this the wrong way, hadn't I? This is what you've been trying to tell me all along, isn't it? I couldn't find Rachel there, and I won't find her anywhere else because she was never there at all, was she? Whoa, what? I stumbled back upstairs, the pain in my leg just a dull ache now, and sat down in my bedroom. My mind was spinning, and the ache I felt was near crippling. Finally, I could no longer fight the exhaustion, and as I tried to grab hold of something that would make sense of all this, I must have drifted off. I'm really scared, my heart is pumping right now. Where am I? Oh, I'm in my bedroom, okay. I guess these books were all actually mine then. It was my wallet, with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again, or maybe somebody stole it from me. Norman stole that forest, the water tower. Was I at those places before? Oh, I can send him mad. No, there was no way that was me out there. I woke up in that house, remember? I wasn't off in any damned forest. I'm making him go mad. It was a photo of the other man and his wife that I found in that house. Were those really his wife's remains in those tunnels? Certainly seemed so. What did I think? Did the other man murder his wife and bury her in those tunnels? Yes. The sick bastard must have. What else did that mean? There were some questionable things in those tunnels. What else was he wrapped up in? In the shards of that broken mirror, I could see my face, gaunt now, hollow and sickly, and immensely troubled. What other illusions had I dreamed up? What other truths were waiting to be exposed? This is weird, this. I've basically gone against everything I've been telling him and made him all illusion. It was the keycard I found in the factory, the one that allowed me to slip through that door. It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's, but if that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? Did I think Norman was going back to the factory? No. No, somebody else was using that locker room. But who? The laptop had finally run out of power. I'm a bit thrown now, because I'm basically changing the end of the game here. This is weird. In the dirty faded glass I look like nothing more than a faint shadow. I used to tell myself that Rachel was the one who wanted to keep the tub. But if she didn't exist, clearly she wasn't. Oh god, this is creepy. This is very creepy. I thought the game was over, but nope. Trip tester. I had that old TV for so long, I don't know if I could ever replace it. Hey, but you bought a new one! Oh my god. Even I'm going a little bit mad here. This is creepy. Is this room turned upside down still? Nope. My old office safe sat on the floor. I used to keep tax records and other important documents in it. It used a digital passcode lock. Did I try and open it? Yeah. Nope, that wasn't it. Damn, I couldn't remember. Oh shit, okay. I surmised that at least 2 of the names in that musty notebook had been recent victims. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose. Those poor girls that I found in that dead forest. I wonder what happened to the other names on that list, or the ones that scratched out on the desk in those wet tunnels. This is weird. I could have made him the murderer here, but I didn't. So that means there's a murderer still out there. Seemed like I had seen all there was. Maybe I thought I was ready to go back into the basement. I need to find this 8-digit code. A pile of mail on the floor I now saw was addressed to me. Bills, credit card offers, a letter from the bank, they were all addressed to me. Walk into the kitchen. Because I can. How many breakfasts had I eaten there? Completely alone. Hey, it was better than finding your dead wife. I must have locked the door. There was no reason to return to that backyard anyway. If I'd have said you'd have found your wife there, you'd have just been a murderer, okay? So at least, hey, deal with it. Okay, back in the basement. It was a knife I had found in the sewers. I left it here because I didn't want it near me anymore. Was all this my fault? Was I responsible for Rachel's death? Don't ask me that question. If I was guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Did I pick up the knife? No. No. There were other means of dealing with this. The gun I found in that other man's tunnel. What was he doing with it? Why had I taken it in the first place? Was this my doing? Did I bring this upon Rachel? My head began to spin with guilt and worry. She didn't exist! If I wanted to end it, I could do it. I could do it with that gun. Did I pick it up again? No, man, no, no. Just the thought made my head spin. I left the gun on the cold basement floor. The wall was cracked and pitted. I was told by an inspector the basement had been partially filled in before I bought the house, but by the look of that wall, I was going to need to fix the foundation. So do I have to pick up one of those? I have to pick up one of those then. Do I shoot myself, or do I admit guilt? Yeah. I took the knife and kept it firmly in my hand. Okay, guess that's not. Yeah, I picked up the gun again. It was like carrying an anvil, but I wouldn't let it go. Not again. Right, where do I go now then? Out the front door? That was it. Rachel gone, I couldn't stand to be in that house a moment longer. Did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? Yeah. With a gun and a knife. Since I had arrived in town, things had been difficult. Working in the plant, though, had been good for me. It kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess it was when I had started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. Thinking was probably just a way to deal with that. It was almost as if I was trying to beat my brain in its own game. Things stopped making sense sometime after that, and my memories of what happened are still in flux. I suppose that was when Rachel came along. This night had been the worst of my entire life. Would it even be possible to bounce back from everything that had happened? Everything I'd seen? You know, in a way, I almost wish I hadn't even woken up tonight. It would have spared me a lot of pain. That man I had found in the old house had killed his wife, I was sure of it. Just as sure as I was that you killed mine. What? Anyway, Norman couldn't have been the one going back to the factory, so who else could it have been? Maybe that other man I found? Or maybe it was just the guard all along. God, you know, you've really screwed me up. I feel like I can't trust a damn thing I've seen anymore. Oh my god, he's actually talking to me! I had to catch my breath to take it all in. At each point until the factory, things had only gotten worse, but then I had seen something even I wouldn't have expected when I went to Norman's store. That's when my perspective of all this really started to change. Norman was dead. I had no idea what had happened to him, or what that box of clothes I had found in his attic meant. Did he know? But as painful as all that was, oh god, I couldn't bear to think about it again. To all I had done and seen, finally coming home was supposed to be the end of this entire ordeal. God help me though, it was only the beginning. As the door swung open, I could smell damp grass and the closeness of the air. After everything, it felt like I had more questions than answers. You made me see the truth, I'll give you that, and I was completely lost. You took away the only thing that had kept me going. I was sure word would get out, and soon enough the police would come looking for me. And what then? Would you be there to show me the way? What will I do then? Okay, so... Okay, that was, I'm shivering. That was Home. I'd actually say it's pretty good. For, I think it's normally like £3. I think so. And it's about 67p at the minute, but whether or not this goes up in time will be a different matter. I'm not sure what to think, because at the end, you really change the game. All the way through, basically, you have to do those things. You have to turn the power on, you have to turn the keys on, do this, do that, do whatever. But at the end, when it's like, did I... watch your back. Did you find my wife or not? I could have said yes. But he was talking to me direct. He was talking to me, the player, as if I guided him through it all, but the police were going to come and arrest him. Something I didn't think he'd do. homehorror.com/whathappened. Oh, so we can go there and we can have a look at various things that actually happened to other people. That's good. I'm going to make a note of that. homehorror.com/what. See, it's one of those games that always feels like something's going to jump out, but it never does. It's more psychological. Okay, and oh no. The next time you play, you will start from the beginning. Quit. I say no? Alright, so I have to say yes. And that was it, I guess. Okay, so now you'll be seeing a black screen because, well, my fraps will have stopped recording. But thanks for watching. This has been KoldsnedLP. If you enjoyed the game, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, etc. I've just had a look at the footage and it looks to have recorded in a funny way, so it could be interesting to see how this goes up. But it will go up. But thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, etc, etc. This has been KoldsnedLP. Catch you on the flip side.